Masters of the Air executive producer Gary Goetzman explains the symbolism behind the white horse Buck sees in the finale. Over 9 episodes, Apple TV Plus' follow-up to Band of Brothers and the Pacific charts the story of the Bloody Hundredth, a bombing group that flew in World War II and sustained heavy losses alongside its many victories. After escaping the POW lineup, Gale "Buck" Cleven, Austin Butler, is left speechless when he sees a white horse trailing retreating German soldiers. The horse has blood smeared on its side, but it isn't wounded, and Buck watches as it trots away. In an interview with the Wrap after the Masters of the Air finale, Goetzman touches upon what that white horse means to Buck. The pilot has escaped captivity, but his trials are far from over, and that ties into what the horse represents. As Goetzman explains, breaking down Buck's white horse moment in Masters of the Air. It ties into Buck's overall journey. White horse in Masters of the Air. Buck seeing the white horse comes nearly halfway through the finale, when the war is starting to wind down. As with all the characters in Masters of the Air, Buck has faced some of the worst things a soldier can experience, from being shot down to getting taken prisoner by the Nazis. In fact, his fate was left up in the air for a whole episode after he initially fell behind enemy lines, positioning him as one of Masters of the Air's most tragic figures. As his friendship with Bucky Egan, Callum Turner, is arguably the heart of the series, the audience is well positioned to become invested in Buck's journey, and to then want him to survive the war. At first glance, the white horse could be seen as proof that Buck will indeed survive. However, as Goetzman points out, the character is only at a crossroads rather than the end of his journey. Not long after, one of the soldiers Buck is traveling with is killed by a German, thus highlighting how Buck still needs to choose his path carefully. Luckily, Buck ends Masters of the Air as a champion, just like the horse, as per Goetzman's words. The horse was left bloodied and skittish after its own experiences, and Buck is similarly battered. He is undoubtedly a changed man, and even the joy of winning the war and going home won't erase what he has endured. Nevertheless, Buck survives alongside Bucky and a few other notable figures in Masters of the Air, ending the heart-wrenching series on an uplifting note despite the lingering sense of loss.